Oh man, this vending machine doesn't have a talking sentient sea creature as a cashier. What a chip.
What a chip. Ooh.
Oh, I've heard about this album. It's so geweldt. Satan put this on his top 10 listening list of 2026. Personally, I prefer Satan's top 10 baking recipes. Man has a talent for baked goods. I'd very much like to listen to this album. I need to use the keypad if I want it anyway. I don't think it's reachable like the instant Swedish person.
Swedish person?
I'd very much like to listen to this album. I need to use the keypad though.
Oh, I gotta use the keypad.
I don't think it's reachable like the instant Swedish person.
What's to say about it?
Adventure game developers are some of the most evil people in the world. Taking advantage of people's urges to point and click for financial gain. Sickening. A +1 life could be handy. I've always wanted to ruin my life twice. Well, instant Swedish people is quite a niche market. I've heard it's had exponential growth over the past 2 years. There are at least 6 different Svens you can purchase, and about 30 Jonases too. Also, it looks a little loose. I might be able to pick it up.
Well, let's look at the elevator.
It's an uppy-downy. I much prefer these to lefty-righties.
Bing bong. Oh, hello.
I am shocked and appalled. This is the first elevator I've been in which doesn't have the smooth, crisp smell of urine. Someone in management is clearly dropping the ball.
Yes. Chuck!
It's a plastic dying plant. I was not aware there was a market for shitty broken down house decor. Hello, plastic dying plant. Nah, I'd rather not. Doug thinks that plastic plants are an insult to his species. But which species is he a part of? I always forget. It is already being used to enhance the shitty elevator aesthetic.
Graffiti.
Scientists are hot. You're goddamn right. Nothing makes me swoon like women who are masters of quantum mechanics. With them, you get lucky and get rejected simultaneously. Maintenance guys are 10 times hotter. Crude graffiti, bringing hard-hitting social issues into the public eye. I salute you, graffiti. Looking at the fine detail of the gum, I can tell that its user was 25, male, pedophile mustache. How do I know this? Compulsive lying. I've got enough used gum back at home. It's great for sealing up radiation leaks, especially because most of Crush's gum is lead-based. I really wish I was the guy who came up with the idea of commercializing human gestures. That guy made some fat sticks.
Warning! Any non-maintenance personnel attempting repairs will be bitch slapped if they do not keep it cool.
I'd like to avoid any bitch slapping while the option is there.
Also, if this is Bob, the maintenance man, for God's sake, stop forgetting your maintenance code! Write down the elevator button pressing sequence somewhere. If you're going to write it somewhere nearby, like last time, write it in riddle form so others can't use it.
Oh yeah, high five that, yeah.
I can see how this went down. Jerry, I love your design, but you know what? I also love fish. Can we get a fish in there? That's a terrible idea, but because you're paying me, okay. Nice. I don't need to convince anyone to pick up smoking right now. Urge to smoke rising. This fish-based advertising sure is powerful.
Troubleshooting mode activated. Please input security code button sequence now. Press again to exit troubleshoot mode.
I think it's time to put in that code.
Well, guess we'll go to the lab. Can't go to the lobby.
You can't speak that kind of smack to me. Just because you're doing it telepathically doesn't mean it's not bad manners. You too, Mr. Yum Yums. Ugh, not this again. The names aren't demeaning, they're cute. Just because you're all high and mighty consulting me on corporate sabotage and money laundering, you think you're too good for the name Mr. Mittens? Yeah, I thought so. Nothing else to say.
Hello?
Oh, what? Paradigm? We weren't going to liberate you till like 4 o'clock? Jesus, rollerblading Christ! I had the most delicious bread prepared for lunch. I woke up early for that shit, packed little Tupperware boxes. Now you're telling me I have to wait? Yeah, nice one, Mr. Paradigm. If you weren't the key to taking down Dupa Genetics, you'd be done. Done, Paradigm. Done! No one messes with my spread.
Sorry for liberating myself?
Done. Sorry, I just take my spreads really seriously. It gets the best of me sometimes.
What the hell is going on? Who are you?
I'm the leader of the rebel group Baxt.
What does that stand for?
People against generally shitty things.
Finally, something I can get behind. I like your hat.
Thanks, I got it last week. It's probably my favorite now. As much as I like compliments, I feel like we have more pressing things to talk about.
I'm apparently the key to taking down Dupa Genetics?
Yes, you're the all-important faulty prodigy child. Also, apparently your innards hold the key to world domination.
Whoa, I'm a faulty prodigy child? That's a pretty big reveal. I feel like it should have been more dramatic or heartfelt. You know, the fact I was born for commercial gain in the lab and now they want to dissect me? I pretty much knew that already, but you didn't know that. You're stone cold.
Yeah, well, I'm terrible at this touchy-feely stuff. Last time someone cried in front of me, I just pat them on the head. Anyway, because of this, the Rebel Committee and my telepathic kitties recommended I commission a children's book to help explain it to you. Also because we weren't sure if the deformations affected your brain. Read these first, and I'll tell you how to get out of this mess.
Your mummy is an evil company called...
Klaus was a big businessman with no ethics who owned the company named Dupa Genetics.
Oh,
He set up head office in Eastern Europe to save money and avoid an ethics law holdup. He was big Mr. Grumpy Face, hating almost everyone and every place. But he did love glam metal music and professional wrestling magic. He thought everyone was stupid for not liking both. That made him mad and sad, so he made an oath to take over the world, so everyone had to listen to glam and watch professional wrestling on every program. He started by inventing the fully customizable prodigy child, perfect for rich parents whose biological children are wild. No longer passing their name to their biological shame. The prodigies eventually inherit their power and wealth after their parents experience a bit of bad health. Little did they know, Klaus still had power over them to help execute his plan of wrestling and glam mayhem. Meanwhile, he made Olaf the Sloth a living candy machine. Vomiting various candy every half an hour was his routine. Olaf loved Klaus. Klaus did not. Constant candy was the only thing he sought. Klaus later died of type 2 diabetes from all the candy. This made Olaf very sad and angry. Olaf made a vow on his deathbed that he will continue his legacy instead.
like you.
The only problem now that after 12 years, the prodigies suddenly pursue creative art careers. A lot of the time they do performing arts instead of business plans and pie charts. But there was one mutated child facing many tragedies. Not affected, he kept making commercial electro melodies. Now Olaf wants to give Paradigm an autopsy, the key to fixing the defunct prodigy child army, continuing Klaas's plans to only make him happy.
I'm done. I feel like I want all my news relayed to me via rhyme now.
You can keep it for future reference. Did it make sense to you?
While slightly demeaning. Yes.
Yeah, we weren't sure how smart you were, especially after a few months of observation, so we winged it. You bit into Hot Pocket straight out the oven every time.
Hey, I'm a Hot Pocket athlete in training. It takes serious commitment. Also, observation? I'm not going to even ask. So now what?
Basically, we need to get rid of Olaf. Well, not we, mostly you.
Do we really have to? I mean, the whole world domination thing is a pretty big downside, I guess. Also, the part where I'm dissected for scientific purposes is not that great. But he seems like a big cutie. I just wanna hold him and give him infinity cuddles.
That's true. He is pretty adorbs. Not that keen on listening to glam metal for the rest of my life, though. Sometimes you need that doof-doof or oons-oons.
Although, then I won't be able to make the fattest electronic music album ever made.
I'd say it could have a pretty successful run on community radio.
You take that back. It could reach
Spotify.
one-time viral status online. At least. I think.
So anyway, this floating guy here is the only person who knows how to get rid of him.
It can talk?
That's the problem. The dumb asshole tried to escape when I came here to ask him. The teleportation went wrong and ported his limbs around the facility. What you need to do now is collect said body parts, then put them all in the machine. I'll handle it from there. Good luck. Oh, Mr. Mitten says don't mess it up, or he will passive-aggressively push stuff off your desk.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sounds like a
Also,
cat.
I took the restrictions off the elevator now. We put them on because of the 80% failure rate. You should be fine though. You've reaped enough bad karma, I think. Just look at your face.
Thanks.
Just look at your face. Oh, good. We can go to the lobby now. Alright. What we got here?
Hey, this must be one of the scientist's hands. Oh, it's still twitching. You're just a little cutie, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I said yes, you are. Jesus.
Yes, you are.
Now to find the rest of his body. From what I can see, the scrolling text is just a social media feed of various animal joke accounts. Well, Owner threw a ball, then I couldn't find it. I'm still looking for it. It's eating me up inside. There's nothing like having a multiple monitor set up to act as an effective contraceptive. I have enough monitors. It seems to be the machine that teleported me through the multiverse and also tore that guy's limbs off. Science is
teleport?
truly the gift that keeps on giving. You can manipulate the universe itself, but how would you feel if I told you you are the center of my universe? No thanks. I would like to keep at least 4 of my limbs at this time. At least until I can get cyborg versions. Being a torso would have its upsides. You need less alcohol to get drunk. You never need to buy extra legroom. And when you are in the cinema, you don't have to worry about awkwardly battling for the use of the armrest with the person next to you. I need to pick up his limbs, not his torso.
Oh, okay.
When I know the machine can't kill me, I'll consider it.
Limb depository.
I'm not sure I'd like to use a machine which has a safety measure to put your limbs back together. It's into limbs. There's no use. Being a whole body comes with its downsides. Gotta collect them all. Limby Mon doesn't have quite the same ring to it. In other words, I need the scientist limbs before I can use it. Coffee mugs are the most abused of all mugs. They need a union or something. Fight for your rights, mugs. If I take one mug, it's gonna make the others jealous. I can't have that weighing on my conscience. There's only so much abuse these mugs can take.
It's a bonsai tree.
Bonsai trees are like the little people of the tree world. Oh man, turns out this is another fake plastic tree. I need to find dirt somewhere else. It's just pages upon pages of fanfiction. No weird sexual stuff though, just anime characters discussing contemporary politics. If the fan is passionate enough to write fanfiction, they are probably passionate enough to murder you for desecrating it. I'll just leave it. Fanfiction is a deep hole that I don't want to descend into. Unless it is about famous basketballer Shaq. I'm always up for reading his fantastical adventures in the lands of sword and magic. This is the newer version of those tape computers I have back at home. It still plays solitaire, but at 60 FPS while in ultra high settings. PC Master Race. Believe me, I've already planned out how to steal all of these for later. Paradigm gonna be making it rain at his computer shop. As much as I want to play Solitaire Remastered HD Improved Extreme Gamer Edition, I don't have my gaming mouse. Need that mouse sensitivity, bruh. Ever since Agnes 312 Gamer beat me, I got serious with my solitaire.
We have a mystery hatch.
A mysterious hatch being mysterious. What are you hiding, hatch? Fingers crossed it's a likable, albeit mysterious individual. Open up to me and I'll show you a whole world of entry and re-entry. It doesn't have any handles. Just like I have no handles in my life. One fire extinguisher means this is a responsible and safe environment. 4 means I should be aware of my surroundings or I might die. I am proud to say that I do not cause fires regularly, therefore I do not need a fire extinguisher on the go. The things I could do with 4 extinguishers. Well, the same thing, just 3 times as much as I would regularly. Ah, I see. Switching it up. Red buttons, now red switches. You sneaky son of a bitch. I feel like I'm going to regret this. Well, that was severely underwhelming. It's full of various banned diabetes-inducing candy. My favorite are Yendroka Kikis. They are so delicious and addictive, mostly because of the heroin. Delicious nonetheless. No thanks, one does not get this figure from eating snacks, but from walking back and forth constantly not knowing how to progress. I don't have any snacksies to fill it with. Oh, my workout tape. It makes me happy at least one person stole it. Nice, I can use this with my Dupajin. DK34 microwaves. Apparently these gave your food tentacles. Not really. They just emitted dangerous levels of fatal radiation. To deny a man his hot pocket cooking machine is one of life's greatest sins. I don't think I could live with that guilt. Oh, cruel world. Why do I not have hot pockets right now? Damn you. Damn you.
Like,
This is pretty cool. They're all connected together to work as one big supercomputer. I wonder what groundbreaking calculations they're performing. Wow, it's calculating the cure for cancer. Sorry, I lied. It's just torrenting copious amounts of mediocre, naughty sitcoms.
huh.